Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the NFL 2023 season, the week 18, my prediction. Well, this weekend, we play the last week of the regular season, where most of the teams they are qualified to the playoffs in the last week. We have until this moment. Say 11 teams that qualify to the playoffs. In the AFC, there is just two places left to qualify, and in the no three sorry three places left, and in the NFC for two places left. So first, I'm going to before I started to give my prediction about this last week, I want to analyze and to see how are the NFL standings throughout 17 weeks of games. So 17 games. So let's talk about with the AFC, the American Conference. The AFC is, you can see here in this conference, in this division, the Dolphins and the Bills. In this moment, the Dolphins are qualified to the playoffs the last week, and the Bills qualified to the no, are not yet qualified. They need to win this game, because if they win against the Dolphins, they will win the division. But if they lose and the Steelers and the Texans win their games, the Bills will be eliminated. So the Bills is a life or death game, and the Jets and the Patriots are eliminated. In the AFC West, the Chiefs won the division for a consecutive year and 9 out of the last 10 years. The Chiefs, they won it, the AFC West, and they locked the number 3 seat in the AFC, and the rest of the teams are eliminated from this division. And the best division of the in this moment, the AFC North, the Ravens qualified. They won the division the last week, and they clinched the number 1 set in the AFC, where they have the best record in the league. The Browns that qualified to the playoffs, they locked the number 5 set of the league, of the AFC, and the Steelers that they still have hope to qualify to the playoffs. In this moment, the Steelers need to win this game this next Saturday against the Ravens, and wait that the Colts and Texas tied their game. The Bills lost and the Jaguars lost, so the Steelers will qualify to the playoffs. It is a complicated way, and the Bengals are eliminated. And the last division, the AFC South, there is still open here, because you can see that the Jaguars, the Colts, and the Texans have the same record. In this moment, the Jaguars are leading this division they have been leading this division by more than 8 weeks, and in this moment they have the same record. So the Jaguars need to win to qualify to the playoffs, and any of these teams, the Colts or the Texans, win their game, and the Jaguars lose, they will win this division, and the Titans are eliminated. So the most probably is that the two teams of this division will qualify to the playoffs. And in the National Conference, in the NFC East, the Cowboys and the Eagles qualified to the playoffs. In this moment, both teams have the same record. So if the Cowboys win either next game, or the Eagles lose is next game, the last game, the Cowboys will win this division, and the Eagles will finish in the number 5 set in the NFC, and the Giants and Washington are eliminated. In the West Conference, everything is defined. The 49ers and the Rams qualified to the playoffs. The 49ers won this division, and they clinched the number 1 set in the NFC. And the Seahawks and Cardinals are eliminated. In the NFC North, the Detroit Lions won this division. They are in this moment, they locked the number 3 seed. Remember that they had a polemic game the last week against the Cowboys. But for that reason, because they lost, they can fight and play. They can fight to fight to get the number 1 and number 2 set in the NFC. And the Packers in this moment are in the 6th set in the NFC, no, in the 7th set in the NFC. So they need to win and to qualify to the playoffs. But if they lose and the Vikings win and the Seahawks win, and the same wins, they will be eliminated. And the Vikings, the most probably they are eliminated, and the Bears are eliminated. And in the worst division of the league, in this the NFC South, there is still very open. The Buccaneers, the Saints, and the Falcons. The Buccaneers will win the next week, the last week. They're going to win this division and qualify to the playoffs. And the Saints need to win this division and wait that the Buccaneers lost to qualify to the next round. And the Falcons need to defeat the Saints and wait that the Buccaneers lost to qualify to the playoffs. So let's talk about my prediction. Let's talk about fear. This last week we'll play this Saturday 2 games. The first one, the Baltimore Ravens will receive my favorite team, my Pittsburgh Steelers, and Baltimore 60-30 Eastern time. Where I told you the Ravens clinch the first set in the AFC, so they are going to play with the bench player. Lamar Jackson won't play, so I think that the Steelers will win this game by 7 or 10 point difference, and they will wait for some score the next day, the Sunday, to wait to see if they qualify or not. So the Steelers will win this game 7 or 10 point difference. And in another game, the Indianapolis Colts will receive the Houston Texans and Indianapolis 2015 Eastern time. Remember that in this moment, both teams have the same record 9-7. In this moment, the Colts are the last team in the AFC. In the AFC conference playoffs, they are the number set. So if the Colts win this game, they qualify to the playoffs. But if the Houston Texans win this game, they qualify to the playoffs. But if both teams tie this game, the Steelers will qualify to the playoffs. So, in my opinion, I think that the Houston Texans will win this game because they have better quarterback, CJ Stroud. So I think that the Texans will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference, and the Texans will qualify to the playoffs, and the Indianapolis Colts will be eliminated. And the games that will be played this next Sunday, the games that will be played in the first shift, the 13 o'clock Eastern time, the Tennessee Titans will play against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Titans are eliminated, and the Jaguars in this moment are leading the NFC South. They need to win to win the division for back-to-back years and qualify to the playoffs. I think that the Jaguars will have an easy game. They will win this game by 10 or 14 point difference, and they will win the AFC South and qualified as a number 1 set in the AFC. In another game, the Detroit Lions will play against the Minnesota Vikings and Detroit. The Detroit Lions qualified to the playoffs where they won the division, the NFC North Division 2 weeks ago, and they don't fight for anything, and the Vikings need to win and wait that the Packers and Seahawks and Saints don't win their last game. It will be complicated, but in the end, I think that the Lions will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference, and the Vikings will be eliminated officially. In another game, another important game, the Saints will play against the Falcons in New Orleans. Both teams need to win to qualify to the playoffs, but they need some combination. The Saints need to win, and wait that the Buccaneers don't win to win the NFC South. But other option is that the Saints win, wait that the Packers and Seahawks don't win to qualify to the playoffs, and the Falcons need a lot of combination win this game, wait that the Buccaneers, the Seahawks and the Packers don't win to qualify to the playoffs. It looks complicated, but I think this will be a close game. But in the end, the Saints in this moment have better run and team that the Falcons, and I think that the Saints will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference, but it won't be enough, and the Saints won't qualify to the playoffs. And another game that don't represent anything, the Patriots will receive the New York Jets. I think that in New England. I'm not going to talk about a lot about this, and the New England Patriots will win this game by 7 or 10 point difference. In another game, the Carolina Panthers will receive the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Carolina. Remember that with the Panthers last week, they locked the number 1 pick in the next draft, but because this pick was they loaned this pick the last draft, the first pick will be for the Chicago Bears. The Panthers are the worst team in the league, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they need to win this game to qualify to the playoffs of to win the division, the NFC's division, South division, and qualify to the playoffs. Or other option is that they lose their game and wait that the Seahawks, Saints, and Packers don't win to qualify to the playoffs. So I think that the Buccaneers will win this game because the Panthers are the worst team in the league, and they will win this game by 7 or 10 point difference, and will win the NFC South. In another game that don't have anything to fight, the Cincinnati Bengals will receive the Cleveland Browns, and Cincinnati. The Bengals are eliminated before this week, and the Cleveland Browns will lock the number 5 set in the AFC. I think that both teams will play with the bench, so I think that the Browns will win this game by 7 or 10 point difference. And in a game that will start in the second shift, in the 15:25 Eastern time, the Green Bay Packers will receive the Chicago Bears. Green Bay, the Packers need to win this game to qualify to the playoffs. On win this game and wait that the Seahawks and Saints don't win their games. So, and the Chicago Bears are eliminated are eliminated. The Chicago Bears are playing a very great football in the last 2 months. So do Packers, but I think that the Bears will do the surprise. They will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference, and the Packers will be eliminated from this tournament. In another game, the Washington Commanders will receive the Dallas Cowboys, and Washington. They remember that the Commanders were eliminated from this tournament 3 or 4 weeks ago, and the Dallas Cowboys, because they won the last week and the Philadelphia Eagles lost. They in this moment control the destiny. So if they win this game, or the Philadelphia Eagles lose against the New York Giants, the Cowboys will win the NFC South and will qualify as a second best team in the AFC. So I think that the Cowboys will win this game by 10 or 14 point difference, and will win the second set in the NFC, and they will qualify. They will win the NFC North. In another game that don't represent anything, the Las Vegas Raiders will receive the Denver Broncos. Both teams are eliminated, so I think that the Raiders will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference. In another game, the New York Giants will receive the Philadelphia Eagles. New York in the New Jersey in the MetLife Stadium. The New York Giants are eliminated, and the Philadelphia Eagles need to win and wait that the Dallas Cowboys lose to win the NFC South. I don't think that this happened. The Philadelphia Eagles will win this game, but because the Cowboys will win their game, the Philadelphia Eagles will finish in the number 5 seed in the NFC. In another game, the Arizona Cardinals will receive the Seattle Seahawks, and Arizona. Remember that the Cardinals are eliminated, and the Seattle Seahawks, because they lost the last week against my favorite team, the Steelers. They are out of the playoffs, and they need some combination to enter to the playoffs. They need to win this game and wait that the Packers the Packers don't win to qualify to the playoffs. I think that the Packers will lose against the Chicago Bears. The Seattle Seahawks will win this game by 7 or 10 point difference, and the Seattle Seahawks will qualify to the playoffs. In another game that don't have anything to fight, the San Francisco 49ers will receive the Los Angeles Rams, and San Francisco in Santa Clara, California, in the Levi's Stadium. Then last week, the 49ers clinched the number 1 set in the NFC, and they won their division 3 weeks ago, and the Los Angeles Rams qualified to the playoffs. Both teams don't fight anything. The only that is fighting here is that the Rams need to win to lock the number 6 set in the NFC, but if they lose, they will finish to the number 7 set. I think that the 49ers will win this game by 7 or 10 point difference. And in another game, the Los Angeles Chargers will receive the Kansas City Chiefs and Los Angeles and the SoFi Stadium. Los Angeles are eliminated from this tournament, and the Kansas City Chiefs won the last week the AFC West for 8 consecutive years and 9 times in 10 years, and the Chiefs locked the number 3 set. This game is they don't play for anything, doesn't play for anything. So I think that the Chiefs will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference. And in the game that will close the week and the regular season, the Miami Dolphins will receive the Buffalo Bills and Miami in the Hardcore Stadium. And 2020 o'clock is their time. The Miami Dolphins qualify to the playoffs, but they need to win. If not, they will lose the division and they will fall to the number 5 seed, and the Buffalo Bills need to win this game because if they need, they will win the division and they will get the number 2 seed. Of not, they will stay in the number 5 seed, in the number 6 seed, but they could be eliminated. So because based on my prediction, the Buffalo Bills need to win this game because if not, they will be eliminated from this competition. But I think that the Buffalo Bills will win this game by 10 or 14 point difference, and the Buffalo Bills will win their division for back-to-back years. The AFC North. No, AFC East, and the Miami Dolphins will fall to the number 6 set. So here's one my prediction about what I think is going to happen in the last week of the NFL 2023 regular season. Let's see how many games I am correct. See you next video. Gibran.